Welcome to another connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us this week. Each Monday we come into the studios and talk to different organizations and individuals from those organizations about what's going on around the broadcast area. And we have some great organizations that do a lot for people here, and we have a lot of great volunteers that spend a lot of time to make sure that those organizations are successful. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll talk with two people from the Rotary of Harrison about a event that's coming up. It's very important to somebody who's going to win an automobile. Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence. Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our first two guests in the studio today, Kevin Merrill, who's no stranger to us. He comes in quite often. But also we want to, Julie Maxey, first time here, and we want to welcome you to the studio and also to Harrison. I know you've been here about a year or so and new to the area, and we appreciate you coming in today. Rotary of Harrison, maybe a little bit before we get started about the promotion that you got coming up, maybe tell us a little bit about what Rotary is all about, what they do.
Okay. Well, our motto is service above self, and that's pretty in action here. We do so many activities to help people in need. We do a dental clinic monthly, free. We help with Sharon Care, the food baskets. I think 700 baskets went out this December. We ring bells for the Salvation Army. What else do we do?
We do the dictionaries for the
dictionaries, all the surrounding communities, the third grade
test, speech contest, where students are allowed or are given an opportunity to win a scholarship for college.
Right. Yeah, I know you do a lot of scholarships for local students here.
Yes, we sure do.
Not only for students, if I recall, Kevin, but not only seniors, but also maybe single moms that would like to go on and better their education and move on.
That's the funds that we raise throughout the year go to pay for the different activities that Rotary, works in side by side with other agencies and other civic organizations. For instance, as Julie mentioned, the Santa Shares at Ozark Sharon Care, we were working right alongside some church groups. We were working alongside some Lions and Quantians that were down there. So that's a group community effort that we all kick in and do. But Rotary has been very involved in the community since 1919. We're coming on our 100th year anniversary as a club here in town.
You think about some of the other organizations, and I know you touch on these too. You mentioned Sharing Care, but you got Sanctuary, and you got CASA, and you got Boone County Special Services, Rape Crisis Center, Hospice. You could go on and on. I mean, these are all organizations that I call them needy, that need help because of the functions that they do. And I know Rotary has done a lot for not just Sharing Care, but for a lot of different organizations. I know the dental clinic, which you put in, gosh, it's been, I don't even know when, it's been a long time ago, 10 years. We did an interview when they first went in there, but you have local dentists that volunteer their time. That's a very good program for, dental services are expensive. Not even if people are on Medicaid, many times it's not covered under Medicaid, so they need dental services, and to offer that free of charge is a very, very good service for Rotary to do.
Our dentist's primary responsibility at the dental clinic is extractions. So they go through a process. We've got some Rotarians that do an intake interview. They do that at Sharing Care, and they can set up that appointment through Sharing Care. And then we see those patients once a month, and whenever they need an extraction, then that's what's taken care of. And it's so neat. Last month we had an experience where a lady came in and she was wanting an extraction done because she wanted to be more attractive for interviews, that she was trying to find a job. And what was really neat about it is the dentist, after he looked at her situation, really decided that the extraction wasn't the best situation for her, that she really needed a little bit different type of care, and offered to even to work with her in his office on what could potentially help her, as opposed to an extraction. So we're not just out there just yanking out teeth for whatever. It's they're really caring about those patients.
Right. That's a fantastic story.
One of the dentists comes all the way from
Holiday Island.
Holiday Island.
Comes down here to help. That's nice.
And we've had Mountain Home and so forth.
Okay. When I say local, then I should mean more regional, because if they come from all different areas.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
And we're all coming together to make a better world here.
That's fantastic. I was looking at the information. I think maybe we talked about this in years gone by, but I know Rotary is, if I'm not mistaken, probably the largest organization in Harrison, if I remember right, or one of the largest, if not the largest, but been around since 1919. That's a long time. Yeah. That's an old organization. I don't mean people. I wasn't talking about you two. I'm talking about the organization.
That's right, and we're definitely trying to change that trend, because Rotary used to be known as an old men's club, and they just get around as just a bunch of grumpy old men. But we've got people in their 20s and 30s now that are getting involved, and they've got young families, and we're working to get those young families involved. In fact, Julie was talking about the Salvation Army, the bell ringing, and also the Santa Shares. We have our Rotarians, we invite them to get their families involved. And so they bring their kids, and they're learning, teaching these kids at a young age what community service is all about. And so Rotary is really striving to bring in the next generation, to give them the platform and opportunity to serve their communities.
Right, and you've got ladies like Julie involved.
Julie's awesome. We're such an asset to our club.
Oh, thank you. But anyway, I'm finding it interesting, too, that the wives are bringing the husbands in, or vice versa.
Very
so
good.
It's a couple situation as far as meetings and sharing their time and efforts and so forth.
And we drive off of each other,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Also do want to mention that, of course, you meet, and I'm sure you're always looking, as you mentioned, for new members to boost your membership. You meet. Just talk a little about when you do meet.
We meet on Thursdays at Western Sizzling.
Okay.
And if somebody is interested in coming in and being involved in Rotary, they just need to contact a member.
Okay.
And that member would be responsible for sponsoring a new member into the club.
Okay.
And so that's a fairly easy process. But they could contact me at 391-9639 and get a hold of me, and I can get a hold. Either I can have them as my guest at the club, or we can connect them with somebody else. But yeah, that's how we take in members.
Right, and obviously somebody, if they don't know about Rotary, could contact you and go at one time and listen and see if they're interested, see if the direction and your mission statement is where they want to go, and many times you don't understand an organization till you go to a meeting and see and hear what's going on at that meeting. So,
well, and there's a lot of information out there on the web too. Anybody could search the web at rotary.org.
Right.
They can find out all about Rotary's history, about what we're all about and what we do here. But Rotary is at the club level. Rotary is international.
Sure it is.
We do world projects all over, but the heartbeat of Rotary is at the local club level.
Right, each one operating individual. Well, we've got about 5 minutes, so let's talk about Rotary in Motion and the car giveaway, and why and what you're doing and what it's all about.
Okay. Well, this is the third year that we're seeking a vehicle for a needy family, and we're having a fundraiser. And we have different sponsorship levels, or if you just want to send money, you can do that. The address is P.O. Box 835, Harrison, Arkansas, 72601, and make the checks payable to the Rotary Foundation.
That way it's tax deductible.
That's right.
Your 501c3.
And that's correct. That would be correct. And as far as the candidates, the different nonprofits will give us potential candidates in need, and that will be decided who is the most neediest.
Okay.
For instance, this past year, to me it's just heartwarming. This woman, Donna, had no car. Her son, ill, had to go to the hospital and doctor's appointments and so forth in Springfield. Always difficult trying to get there, and let alone getting to her workplace. And can you imagine not having a vehicle to get groceries? Or I mean, it's just awesome that this is happening, and people are so kind to donate towards this. You're changing people's lives, and that's powerful. It's a two-way street. When you give, you get more than it's a blessing.
One of the special things about Donna's story, who received the car last year, is she actually had come into town in need and gone to the House of Hope. And so when she was there, she saw what they were doing, and she goes, well, you know, I've got some skills in the kitchen. Is there a position here that I could come in and volunteer my time? And so she volunteered at House of Hope for over a year, cooking the meals and everything else. And of course the organization saw what an asset that she was, and so they hired her on, and so that was awesome. That helped her pay her bills and so on and so forth, but she still didn't have a vehicle. And so she was the one who actually was the candidate for the
selected
car.
as that one.
Right.
Obviously a very needy person.
Right. So Rotary, we're really looking for the candidate to be a person looking for a hand up, not a hand out.
Right.
We're not looking for, we're looking for somebody that's already giving back into the community. In the last 2 years, we have found a perfect candidate in the two that we've given it to. And that's what Rotary is about, is service above self.
Absolutely. We got about 2 minutes, so I don't want to miss anything here. Sponsorships, you have several levels.
Yes.
From $50, I guess, any amount, but $50 up.
That's right.
And you need as many as you can. Obviously, you got to buy the automobile.
Yes.
And then, as Kevin always tells me, you got to get it ready to go, road ready.
That's right.
So there's always some maintenance situations to do on it.
Absolutely.
And then you'll give it away when, roughly?
In June.
In June.
During the Love Fest.
Okay.
When other organizations, we pass out some checks to them too.
Okay, it's kind of the annual thing.
Yes,
that you
that's
do
right.
each year, isn't it? Yeah.
It's called Love Fest, and the monies that we raise, that Julie's talking about, through our spaghetti supper that's coming up this next month in February. We'll be having the annual spaghetti supper
at the high school.
And so those proceeds, the proceeds that we get from the sponsorships on the car, and the other fundraisers that we do throughout the year, will go to pay for all those, as well as then Fun Fest. We get to give out checks.
That's
to the
fantastic.
different organizations.
Maybe Kevin, if you could give me a reminder, or Julie, when we get into February, we'll have you back once you kind of set the
That'd
date
be
for your
perfect.
spaghetti supper, and talk a little bit more, maybe refresh everybody on this program and your big fundraiser, which is the spaghetti supper.
We'll remember.
Did we cover everything? We've kind of run out of time. Did I cover most of the stuff on this that we need, Julie and Kevin? The dates, I think. You need, obviously, sponsorships.
As soon as possible, yeah.
The thing about it, if you've got any questions, contact Julie at Clay Maxey. Could they get a hold of you there?
Fine. Sure.
Clay Maxey Motors, or Kevin Merrill at Main Street Service Center. Either one of them will be happy to answer any questions, and they do need sponsorships. So please get involved. This is a great program. Person out there in need that needs a hand up, not out, will be very appreciative, because they'll get an automobile and transportation, and as they did last year, somebody really needed it.
Thanks,
Julie, very nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Julie Maxey, we appreciate it. It's always Kevin Merrill. Always good to see you, and we do a lot with Kevin, and we appreciate him all the time. He's very active in the community.
Thanks for having us, Dennis.
Thanks for joining us on the first half of the show. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll talk with two individuals from North Arkansas College about a lot of things coming up at North Ark.
Did you know medical assistants are the only allied health professionals specifically trained to work in physicians' offices, clinics, and group practices? North Ark is offering a new medical assisting program designed to provide quick training and help you land your dream job in no time. Think North Ark first. We're your college.
Open enrollment now through January 13th. Classes begin January 9th. See the full class schedule at northark.edu or call 870-391-3505 to speak with an advisor.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Ananias, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us on the show today. Our next two guests, from North Arkansas College, Mickey Summers and Dr. Randy Esters. Thank you so much for being in. Dr. Esters, second time you've been in
Absolutely.
on the show.
Yes,
we appreciate it very much. Mickey, we've been around for a long time together. We won't even say, Mickey looks great. She doesn't look a day older than the first time we did a show together. And look at me. You got to say we needed to do makeup and hair a while ago. I said, well, I don't have any hair. How am I supposed to do makeup? Anyway, thank you both for coming in.
Our pleasure.
We do appreciate it. Of course, North Arkansas College, a great entity for our community and surrounding areas, and we are very fortunate to have a college and very fortunate to have someone like you come in here and be a part of the community and the college. Partnerships have always been a big thing for the North Arkansas College, and different partnerships through the years. You've got a partnership right now with UCA, and maybe just a little bit about what's going on there.
Sure. We have partnered with UCA and the Buffalo River National Park to be able to offer classes over at the Steel Creek facility. There's a vision of having a physical space there, having classrooms and that sort of thing. But with our partnership with UCA, that'll allow us to offer research, 4-year degrees, master's degrees through UCA. And then the Buffalo River allow us to do some non-credit stuff, kayaking, canoeing, bird watching, photography, art, all of those things that we can do at Steel Creek and just take advantage of the beautiful area that we're in. You know,
and anytime you can do hands-on things, in my opinion, just takes it to the next level. If students can go, to be honest with you, to the whole viewing audience, there's a lot of people that have never taken advantage of one of the most scenic streams in our nation today, the Buffalo National River. Been here for a long time. I grew up here as a kid before it was a national river. Go floating, fishing, do all the things. If you've never been over the Buffalo River, you need to take time and go over there. If you don't want to get on the water, just stand and look at it, because Steel Creek's just one of the many locations. But this is a great program to let these students, some of them may have never been to the Buffalo River, to be honest with you.
That's true. We started thinking about what does North Ark have that nobody else in the world has, and what can we do differently than everybody else? And I mean, it's literally right in our backyard, and that's the Buffalo River. So we want to move classes outside. We want to make sure that the world, not just the 5 counties that we serve, but that the world knows that North Ark, this region of Arkansas, this region of the United States is special, and that we have some natural wonders that we feel like people will come from all over to really take advantage of and see.
I agree. I tell you, we've got a little short video that we're going to show you here, just well put together, and it shows some of the highlights of the Buffalo National River. I think you'll enjoy it. Also, let's talk about spring classes at North Ark. Maybe a little schedule there. Mickey or either one of you just jump in there.
Sure. Well, today's the first day of classes at North Ark, and it is the last week of enrollment. It's late registration. We've had our students ask if we could keep offices open late, so tomorrow night, Tuesday, January 10th, they'll be open until 7 o'clock.
Okay.
All of the offices will be there to help students fill out their FAFSA or complete the admissions form, whatever they need to get in for the spring semester. So we encourage everyone to come on out. We'll also have the radio station there for a live remote, 102.9 The Z. We'll be talking about the Farm to Table partnership our Agri program has with Neighbors Mill, and we'll have samples of foods made with the berries and the lettuce from Neighbors Mill.
Wow.
So we'll have that going on. But yeah, if students are out there and are thinking about, they're out of time, they're not. They can still come in and get in for the spring semester, and we'll help them do whatever they need to get in classes.
That's fantastic.
We'll take registration till the 13th. So there's still a few days, so we encourage everybody to,
That's good.
to come on out.
Come on out there. Obviously, there's always, if you go there and you're not real sure, you need, they've got counseling. They can help you maybe decide what classes you need, or if you don't know the direction you're going in, which many students do not, then they can give you some advice and help you, and also financial help. They can tell you about what financial help's available. There's a lot of good financial help out there. A lot of people don't think about that, but with the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery and then other programs that they can talk to you about. You do a lot of community education classes out there that everybody, even my age, can get involved in. I'm going to say that because I talked about the hair a while ago. But anyway, community education, when did they do most of those? You have like two sessions of those each year, if I remember right. Is that correct?
We do. Those start in February. The first class, I believe, is February 16th. The schedule's out now. So folks who want to see what we're offering all kinds of yoga, meditation, Excel, New Testament survey, all kinds of fun classes, and they're on the website. And folks can go check that out on northark.edu, and they start in February and run all through the spring semester.
Right. Then you have fall. Don't you have another one for the fall?
I actually have summer too.
Yeah, it's summer. Three of them. Okay. So I forgot about the summer. I knew you had those. Great. I'm sorry. These classes are very inexpensive and, really good classes. Particularly, I've always been impressed with a lot of their computer software classes, QuickBooks and that kind of thing. If you're into using a computer, but you're not really into using one and you need a little help, these are great classes. Sorry, I didn't mean
I was going to say check the website because we'll be adding classes throughout the semester.
Okay.
Continuing Ed is not like the regular semester where you have classes that begin and end on certain days.
Right.
The Continuing Ed will be adding classes. The Buffalo River project gets going, we'll be adding classes for the spring, like kayaking and canoeing, and all of those, we'll be adding those online later on.
That sounds good. Those are a lot of fun, too. Boy, you've got a big event coming up in March. Let's talk a little bit about the national tournament you're going to be hosting.
Sure. We've got Magnus Toyota and Equity Bank are helping us sponsor that. Coach Stacy Klott and Dr. Rodney Arnold are heading those efforts up for us. We think that we're going to have all of the hotel rooms in Harrison packed out for a couple of days, so we're excited about the economic impact that's going to have, bringing teams from all over the country to show off what Harrison has to offer and what North Arkansas has to offer and North Ark College has to offer.
That's fantastic. If I think Dr. Arnold was telling me probably maybe 16 teams, does that sound about
That's
right? About 16 teams. That's a lot of people. We can really showcase our community with that many teams coming from all over the United States coming in here. Right. Big event. That was well done by the staff and administration at the college to get that. Because I'm sure a lot of colleges try to get it. And it's like a 3-year deal. You have to, I think you put it together a couple of years ago, didn't you?
It is a 3-year agreement, and we couldn't have done it without the help of Matt Bell at the Convention Visitors Bureau and Patty Methvin at the Chamber. They partnered with us.
That's fantastic. We're moving along so fast. I'm getting we want to talk about a couple of other things. Student housing, just briefly, and then we want to finish with another story. How's that going? I know you've had some groups together.
It's moving along nicely. We've brought some community sessions in to see the needs of the community. We've surveyed students. We've brought an outside firm in to help us put all that together for a feasibility study, and we're waiting on the results of that sometime in February. We feel real confident that it's a need, but we want to make sure that we don't make a mistake.
Absolutely. You want to kind of walk softly there to make sure that's a major program.
That's a major commitment.
Yeah.
It's going to change the face of North Ark. It's going to put us at a different level and allow us to offer things that we can't currently offer.
That's good. Well, you keep us posted, and we want to talk about that more once you kind of get in a little bit closer. Got about 2 minutes. We're kind of going to finish our show today on a sad note. Dr. Bill Baker passed away last Friday, and 84 years of age, and many out there in the viewing audience knew Dr. Baker. Let you just finish up talking about what's going to happen there on this.
The services are going to be at 11 o'clock Thursday. The college, out of honor for him and respect for him, we're going to close from 10:30 to 1 Thursday to allow everybody who wants to go out to the services. Dr. Baker was such an integral part, and still is an integral part, of what North Arkansas College is. He set the tone of the college being such a big part of the community, and the community being a big part of the college. So he will be missed. I will miss his words of wisdom and his advice that he's given me in the past few months. So he will be sorely missed in the community.
I'm assuming it'll be in Pioneer Pavilion, the services? Is that what we're having?
No, it will be at the Durand Center.
Durand Center, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were having it in the gym or the Durand. Right. Well, it's Dr. Baker, certainly for those of you in the viewing audience that knew Dr. Baker and his family, grew up in Gilbert, Arkansas, right down on the Buffalo River, and a big family. But Dr. Baker took it to heart and got this college started here. He'll always be remembered as the pioneer. Not using that word loosely, but the pioneer of North Arkansas College, the true pioneer for North Arkansas College. But we about run out of time. Did we cover everything pretty good today, guys?
We did. We do want to tell the public they're welcome to come see us on March 2nd. Save the date. We're going to dedicate our nursing simulation center.
Very nice. What a beautiful center out there, too.
Absolutely.
Got to be proud of that one.
We are.
March 2nd?
March 2nd.
March the 2nd. So don't forget to put that on your calendar. If you haven't been out there to see the new facilities, you need to go to North Arkansas College. Appreciate you both being in and talking to us today. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. Good to see you, Dr. Esther, and also Mickey. Thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for joining us on our Connection Show today. We hope we passed along some information to you that perhaps you didn't know about. And join us each Monday as we come in and connect you with what's going on in the community. Thanks for joining.
People are taking notice of North Arkansas College. North Ark was just named one of the most affordable community colleges in the nation and costs about a third of what you would pay at a university. The Associate of General Studies degree provides the basics, classes transfer, and you save tons of money. Choose North Ark first. We're your college.
Open enrollment now.